Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the next video in Crushing E-commerce. In this one, I'm going to be talking about how to go about fulfilling products that we're making ourselves. So things like t-shirts, mugs, cell phone covers, necklaces, all these can be created. Just build your own type products where all we need to have is the design and set it up with the right fulfillers. And there's a few different options to go about that, where we can use platforms like Teespring or Gearbubble or Viral Style to handle a lot of the groundwork and the middleman actions, kind of like they'll be doing the customer support, they'll be doing the printing, the fulfilling, and taking over after you make the initial sale. Or we can go around the route where we're not using such a full service platform and we're finding those actual middleman print fulfillers where we're going to be handling the customer support. We're going to be submitting the orders over to them after the order's made on our store and all that good stuff. Now the advantage there is you get bigger margins. You can make more money per sale, but you also have to handle a little bit more responsibility. Now when we have our own e-commerce store here with what we're building and what we're trying to grow the brand and authority, we're really moving everything towards where we're handling every piece as much as possible as far as fulfillment goes. We have our private fulfillers and things like that. But in this video, I wanted to walk you through how we can go about fulfilling each of these different product types. Sometimes we're gonna have to use a launch platform like Gearbubble to do like necklaces or something like that. Or we can just use Scalable Press for t-shirts and mugs where we get that better price. So let's dive into that. First off, we have Teespring. This is a classic t-shirt launch platform where I started my t-shirt success, and it's a great place just to get your feet wet when you're doing the t-shirt campaigns. Now, all we need in this case, like I said, is traffic and design, and everything is handled from here. Now, if we have our e-commerce store and we're making sales, then we're gonna, we'll have our shirt listed on the e-commerce store. If someone purchases, then we'll have to go and we'll have to order through Teespring as kind of that middleman fulfiller, where, if you have your own fulfiller, you can have that process automated with a little bridge program or an app. So it's different pros and cons to each platform you use. Like I said, I started in Teespring, and now I use my own private fulfiller for t-shirts, but we're using Gearbubble for necklaces and mugs and cell phone covers. So this is just Teespring platform. We can choose our colors, our product type. There's all different type of shirts and apparel. We can add our text. We have a design. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these. Just one in our quality check folder. Nerdy by nature. A little play on the song lyrics. So we have next. And this is as simple as it gets for creating your campaign. So right there, we can set our price, we can set our colors, our styles, and we would have our awesome nerdy by nature campaign. So this is where we go and we can just purchase the products for fulfillment. Like I said, that's kind of a hassle of a process and not really why we're building our store, but it's a great place to get your feet wet. We're selling. You can just send traffic to Teespring here as you have new designs, test them out, then move them to the store. Next off, we have Scalable Press or Printful or any other print shop middleman that you can use. Now Printful is very good quality, great shirts, a little bit more expensive as far as the bottom line goes. Scalable Press on the other hand has some of the best prices on the market, but they've been getting really bogged down with volume at certain times where their delivery times are a little bit slower. Printful's been a little bit more reliable. In my case with my t-shirts, I have a private fulfiller now that I found just to eliminate any problems with delivery and quality check and all that stuff, where really they only print for me. And I'm one of their few, if not their only client. Just to kind of avoid any problems. So you saw what we did on Teespring. We'll go ahead and walk through Scalable Press. You can set up an app on your Shopify store, which we'll talk about later. As you can see, we have a lot of items we haven't ordered this month, which we're not using Scalable Press right now, like I said. So they're still docketing here. They're not charging us or anything, but we are having them linked up because it's just a simple app in Shopify. Now what we can do here is add products that are on our store, where the app is linked up with Shopify. When you add a new product on your Shopify store, Scalable Press will automatically know, and you can add that design. Well, we'll just go into placing a single order. We'll talk about how we can go about that. As you can see, we have a looks like a beer can design there. So let's go ahead, we'll delete these and we'll create a new one, add design, DTG, screen printing. This is the cell phone case, and here's the mugs. These are all the things that Scalable Press can do. That's pretty cool. DTG is those one-off, very colorful designs. Screen print is when you get the really great prices, but you're going to want to have at least 10 to 20 shirts ordered in a single order, or else it's more expensive, and you can only have a 10 color limit, max limit, on screen print. So that's something you got to think about with your designs. DTG, we don't. Well, this one's just a one color, so it doesn't really matter, but we're going to go ahead and do Nerdy by Nature. Grab our file. We got to set up our placement. So I have it 2 inches from the top, centered. We'll make it 13 inches wide. It'll give us a little artwork proof. We can even upload our own so that the team sees exactly how we want it layered. So the one we made on Teespring, we could grab that picture and upload it here so they know this is how we want it centered, just in case our numbers are wrong. And then we go ahead and click submit, and this design is hooked up with whatever product we want here. We just assign it to these products and we're good to go. That's how we can fulfill with Scalable Press. Printful is much very similar with how you're going to set it up. And that's really our options for t-shirts. Like I said, you can use Scalable Press for mugs and cell phone covers as well. We're using Gear Bubble for these other products, where necklaces have really opened up here with Gear Bubble and what Don Wilson's doing, and it's really opened a whole new ball game, where you can see the product offers and options he has here: beanies, coffee mugs, hats, mobile covers, necklaces, shirt, hoodies. So necklaces, just like Teespring, very simple setup. We have 3 different types we can do here, which the new one he just uploaded is heart pendants, which is awesome. So we'll go ahead and actually, for this one, to do the design, let's think about the colors, where this is a white background. We need to either make the necklace black, or the background black, or we need to make the actual graphic different. Or let's go ahead and see how this works out. Let's think about how it would place in the heart itself. So let's try that. We'll save that as Nerdy Nature Necklace. Gotta save it as a PNG file. We can go ahead and upload that from our desktop. Nerdy Necklace ABCDF. Alright, now I'll just resize this. Next step, boom. Nerdy by Nature. We could even go back and shrink that, and we'd want to take a look at what we're doing with our design a little bit more as well. That looks pretty good. Centered. Boom. Alright, so Nerdy Necklace. Edit your description, length of campaign. You can set this up to be evergreen as well. Nerdy Necklace. Buy now. Here's the evergreen. So even if you have it set to 5 days, after that 5 days is over, it'll just relaunch. So it's just kind of a long-term thing. And like I said, we have these products listed on our store anyways, so we're going to go ahead and take this product picture, add it to our Shopify store, but when we make a sale, we come here and purchase through the Gear Bubble and let our customers know it's being fulfilled and sent to them through here. So that is how we can fulfill all our main create your own products like shirts, mugs, cell phone covers, and necklaces. And there's lots of other options out there. I have a list at the in this module that has all the different sources for you on fulfillment, if it's creating your own products or if it's drop shipping, arbitrage, private labeling, whatever it may be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely move on to the next video to discover how we go about offering even more products.